coasts of British Columbia are home to some of the last great stands of temperate rainforest on Earth. Watered by coastal storms and fed by great seasonal abundances of fish, the trees here rank among the largest and longest lived on the planet. Studies have begun to show that they communicate with each other and foster and protect their young. These forests enrich the planet's atmosphere and provide the physical matrix that allows the vast array of the rich ecological webs that exist here to flourish. But how often are these amazing environments and organisms highlighted as subjects in and of themselves by photographers who come here? Unless they happen to get struck by lightning and fall over, there's not a lot of action with trees. They tend not to look particularly cute and cuddly, and seem content instead to fade into a pleasing green blur of a background, supporting pictures of more photographically dynamic coastal denizens. Perhaps it's because they exist over timescales that are almost incomprehensible to us, that we have difficulty appreciating just what incredible organisms these trees are. I would argue anyone interested in this amazing ecosystem as a whole would do well to spend some time with the trees here. Their awe-inspiring physical presence, along with their enigmatic silence and almost perfect stillness, imbue them with near magical qualities well recognized by storytellers throughout the centuries. Join me now as I spend some time photographing these ancient giants.
All right, it's taken a minute, but here we are in this amazing primary coastal rainforest. On Vancouver Island, there's only 1 or 2% left. It's been logged and logged. What's protected this forest is on a very remote outer island off the west coast, and this is where most of it still exists. The trees here are stupendous. So we're gonna have a bit of a photography session in here. I'm layered up with some light rain gear just to keep all the wet off. I've got my camera in a dry bag that I can protect from the drips, but use it as needed. It's going to be a great afternoon. Let's go. Whoa, look at this place. Here we are now in a grove of ancient giants. How can they get so big? This is one of the things about the coastal rainforest. These trees need rain and lots of it. All year long it pours here. There is no dry season, and they can just grow and grow. There are times of seasonal abundance of fish, and the eagles and the raccoons and the otters and the wolves bring the fish into the forest. And all that protein also helps the trees grow. Proteins from the fish have been found at the very, very tips of the trees. So it's all linked out here. Also, just like the tropical rainforest, you can see there's very little vegetation around me. This is because these huge trees block the light and they keep the understory down. So actually to walk through these giants is quite easy. Amazing. Let's go see some up close. Oh, look at the size of that tree. Oh my. Truly an old man of the forest. What was going on in the world when this guy was a sapling? They say these trees can get up to 1,000 years old. That's the turn of the millennium. Look at this guy. Wow. So most people, when they are confronted with something this size, their first response is, after they pick their jaw up off the ground, is to just point their camera right up the tree. And you'll see a lot of pictures like that of these huge trees with wide-angle lenses from iPhones and cameras. Very common shot. How else are we going to try and represent this? Represent the size, the lushness, the number of these things? Let's explore different ways. So one way we can try and capture some of this scene, rather than just looking at the individual tree, is try to put them in a context. Wide-angle lenses really give a lot of distortion, and the trees sort of all lean in at the top. So trying to get sort of just the size of the presence of these. I found taking a panorama, so stitching a bunch of images together in a line, gives a sense of that. And you know, if you print it, it's physically a big, long print. And so it also helps tell that story. So that's what I'm looking at here. That's going to be great. These trees are amazing. You know, spending time here, it's soul replenishing. It really is. It gives you a sense of scale and our place on the earth. I could spend here all day, and we do. We come back year after year after year and come visit these old giants. Let's head back.